Thank you all, and I ask your indulgence for just a moment. This topic of mental health is very relevant, both personally and professionally. And after a brief preamble, I'll go ahead and read the proclamation. Just want to make three quick points. Mental health is health. We should see it no different as going and get our annual checkup for your blood pressure and such. Be sure to the extent that you're able, to check in on a regular basis. For those who think they don't have enough time, I encourage you all to follow the guidance of, when you get on the airplane, they say put on your mask first and help others. If you're dealing with mental health challenges, it can be very difficult to care for others. So self-care is important. I encourage you to learn from the youth. Folks like Simone Biles, a very decorated and public gymnast, decided not to perform because she was dealing with her mental health challenges. Very prominent people like Senator John Fetterman from Pennsylvania took a leave to take care of issues. So it's super important. I'm glad, and I'm learning from the youth that more and more people are prioritizing. Thank you. I have to get dessert ready in a second. The second point I'll make is that there are resources here in the county that can provide mental health. The Crisis Center, 1301 Picard Drive, their phone number is 240-777-4000. I personally benefited from their services. They have therapists available. Again, it can be a bit of a wait in some instances, but they triage based on severity. I can personally attest to it, and it was great. If and one's ability to pay is not a barrier. I've received services as well there, as I mentioned. And finally, there is the suicide hotline, the 988 number. So if you or somebody is dealing with particular challenges, can't make it to the crisis center, please call 988. There are people there to help. And again, just take care of each other, take care of yourself. With that, Madam Mayor, I'll go ahead and read the proclamation. Whereas in May 1949, Mental Health Awareness Month was established by Mental Health America to encourage people to consider their mental health as important for overall health. And whereas data shows that rates of anxiety, depression, and suicidal ideation have increased for all Americans, and in the last 2 years, a higher number of children, youth, and adults have sought mental health treatment for stressors such as trauma, anxiety, depression, isolation, bullying, food insecurity, and financial hardship, and have often faced barriers to accessing treatment due to availability of clinicians, language, transportation, co-pays, and deductibles. And whereas stigma and fear of discrimination keep many who would benefit from mental health services from seeking help. Research shows that an effective way to reduce this stigma is through personal contact with someone with a behavioral health condition. And whereas the city of Rockville, Maryland hired mental health specialist, Ms. Beth Loftus. And whereas the city of Rockville Department of Housing and Community Development reaches out to Rockville residents about mental health wellness and substance use prevention with educational seminars, as well as emergency assistance and information and referral services to support their striving for success in home, school, community. And whereas the City of Rockville Department of Housing and Community Development collaborates with MCPS, Montgomery County Public School System, Montgomery County Department of Health and Human Services, and local service providers on school year and summer programming for children and youth, such as therapeutic recreation, mentoring, Latina youth development, mental health counseling, and transitioning to middle and high school. Now, therefore, the Mayor and Council, Rockville, Maryland, do hereby proclaim May 2024 to be Mental Health Awareness Month and encourage Rockville residents, the Rockville community rather, to remember that mental health is health, to seek help if needed, to adapt to significant changes. With that, Madam Mayor, I move the proclamation.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please raise your